Hello, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you can all hear me. Yes, I should be coming through loud and clear. How is everybody? Welcome along. Thank you for joining me. Give yourselves a shout out in chat if you are there. I can already see we have Somnolence is on the YouTube chat. Yeah, give yourself a shout. Let's get into it, shall we? So yeah, like I said, welcome to the stream. I am Matt, the community manager here at Payload Studios for TerraTech. I'd said I'm going to retcon that. I am a community here at Payload Studios working on the game TerraTech, because there are more than one community manager working on multiple projects. So just to clear up any confusion that might have happened. Good. Hey, Mental Maker, how's it going? This is my shift time. Oh, what's the shift time? Does that mean that you're on shift? Are you currently working, or by shift time do you mean like this? Your shift is to watch this stream? Let me know. Good. Well, yes, so here we go. So we're back. So this is my first stream in a couple of weeks. It's been a bit sort of stop-start with the streaming recently, just because holidays and illnesses and stuff like that. But this should be it from now. We should be back on track every Wednesday at 4 o'clock UK time. So yeah, come join us every week. That would be good. I get my laptop to working place. Good. No, don't know what that means, but I'm happy that you're happy. Awesome, cool. So let's talk about some stuff, shall we? In terms of news, this is the first bit of the stream that we talk about is some of the news that's happening with TerraTech. So the main thing to talk about is updates. That's always a big news item. So the main bit of news for that is the console update is still ticking along. I think I'm not quite sure actually where we're up to with that, but we're edging ever closer to the next console update. Hey, One Goofy Idiot on Twitch, welcome along. Thanks for joining. So console update, it's happening. Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo Switch will all be getting an update soon. I'd love to give you more info on that, but again, as is always the case with these things, there really isn't much more info to provide other than we're just going through the process, making sure that the content works, making sure that everybody's happy with it, and then we can press the button on it. So yeah, watch this space for that. In terms of the next Steam update or the next PC update, update 161, or is it 162 now? I actually can't remember. I think it's 162. So the next Unstable is already out, so you can play. I'll be showcasing that in a minute. But we showed last on the stream 2 weeks ago. We sort of went through some of the really cool new stuff that's coming in the next update. That is currently available on Unstable. So if you want to test it out, head over to the Unstable build. For details on how you can get that, you need to head over to our Steam news page, and there'll be the patch notes. There's descriptions in the patch notes on that. Somnolence says, when new poll in Discord? Well, let's move on nicely to our... Hey, John, welcome along. Let's move on to the next item of the news. So, I wanted to kick off the main part of this stream with some more kind of new stuff. Now, this is new stuff for a very long time in the future. This is stuff that's currently in development, still kind of work in progress stuff. And basically, I need some help, some input from the community. So whoever's watching now and anyone on our Discord server, we need help sort of fine-tuning some stuff and making some sort of decisions on what we do with this content. So I guess without further ado, let's just get into that, shall we? That's pretty much it for news, really. Honestly, like I said, the update, the PC update is pretty much ready to go. I think there's like one final bug for us to fix, but apart from that, I think we're in a good spot. So what I want to do now is talk to you about some new blocks that the team have been working on, and basically they're balloon blocks. We're looking at adding blocks with buoyancy. This isn't to confuse things with water. I will explain more when I show it to you now. So I'm gonna just let's do this. Bear with me 1 second. I need to delete that. Delete that. I need to line up these images. Boom. Right, here we go. So I'm going to do that. In a second, above my right shoulder, you're going to see some new stuff. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Boom. New stuff. So this is a balloon block. And this is what they will look like. These are... So here we go. Full disclosure, as is always the case when we showcase work in progress stuff, this is definitely not how the final thing will look. These are just some examples of what the team work on. Actually, there's just two pictures there, but they're on a cycle, so you get an idea of what they're going to look like. But basically, these are the new balloon blocks the team are working on. John says airships. Exactly. Let me just read. So I'm going to catch up on chat. Does it make us... hang on. Does it make us boing when we hit something? So... good question. Does it bounce? I don't think so. I don't think we have bouncing physics. So the point of these is to add some sort of buoyancy lift, which kind of acts similar to how the linear motion engine works, just with less throttled thrust. So it just gives you constant upwards thrust. And and I basically want to show these because this is a good opportunity to showcase some cool new stuff. How would it compare to hovers? So I think, again, I don't know the technical. We're still, this is how early in development these things are. I don't know if they will act as hovers, so you can. My working theory is they will just add lift. They will act as balloons. You know how like helium balloons just, I don't think don't quote me on that. They're not going to be actually helium, so don't go and cut that up. They will give you, just constant lift. So they basically act as balloons, and they look awesome already. I mean, you can't really see it. They're a bit too, the image is a bit too zoomed out to sort of show exactly what they're going to look like. But I think you can, I remember there may have been talk, again, but take this with a pinch of salt, there may have been talk of adding a slider so you could increase the amount of buoyancy in there, and they can go up higher or not as fast. John says, stupid thing, but you could take in reference the one in Trailmakers. That's a great shout. I think we, maybe not stolen their idea, but, definitely... take inspiration from those sort of things. So the corporation, I think these fit best into space junkers. I think it's pretty. I think genuinely the thought process behind this was, hey, space junkers haven't got any flight blocks. What's a cool, weird way that we can add some new functionality and some new cool stuff to space junkers flight blocks? And the one thing that we haven't, the only real form of transportation or whatever it's called is balloons. Obviously that makes perfect sense. So we thought, well, let's just do balloons for space junkers then. So we have, and I think they're going to be wicked. They're going to add a lot of versatility. Not a lot of versatility, because I guess you can only do one thing with them. But I'm really excited to see what everyone's going to make with them. I think they're going to be really cool. But yeah, Zeppelins are a great example. That kind of cool stuff. So one goofy idiot says space junkers kind of makes sense. We're really excited. Now this is where we need community input. This is where I need your help. So the problem that this is going to pose, and it's a minor thing. It's not enough to sort of say, hey, we shouldn't do this, because balloons are going to get added, and I don't even know if they're going to be called balloons, but for the sake of this stream, I'm calling them balloons. That's the working title for these new blocks. The problem that they're going to pose is if you set a tech. If you put balloons on a tech that you're not attached to, so it's sort of its own thing, and it starts lifting off the ground, obviously the way they work is that's just going to lift and lift forever, exponentially. And because at the minute there is no ceiling, there is no height cap in TerraTech, that could potentially float forever and ever and ever. Now, while that's not necessarily a huge problem, it's going to be really awkward effectively to kind of control that, or if you need to do stuff. The only thing you'd really be able to do is use the tech manager and return those blocks to your inventory. But if you want to still make changes to it, and it's it can't be in build beam for whatever reason, Yeah, Solomon says, yeah, you can unspawn any tech from the tech menu. You are right, but I think our solution, there's a few solutions. So John is absolutely spot on. So there's a few things that we can do with this. Firstly, we can just leave them as they are and then just say, hey, you have a tool that means you can return your tech to the inventory and respawn it from there. That's an option. Not the best option. The other option is, as John says on YouTube, we can have a technical maximum height in the game, and that would apply to all blocks, all techs, not just the balloons. And that would be a limit. So yeah. The third option, and I actually really like this. This is this came from nowhere. This isn't a community idea. This is something that was discussed in the planning meeting around these blocks. I love the idea that if the inflatable blocks get to a certain height, they explode, they pop, and then they effectively are gone, and then you can have either hovers or whatever on there, and then you fall to the ground and die if you don't have any backup capabilities. As John says, or the other alternative is you could have a height cap for just that block. A tech that has just that block on it those blocks can only go so high, and then at that point they will stay at the top. So yeah. Now, okay, people are liking the idea. I'm guessing you like the idea of them exploding. I really like that idea. I think that's a really I think it's quite a nice little niche little feature. I guess, yeah. It doesn't really solve the problem that was posed, which is the point that you have that if they just go up infinitely high, then you can't control them, because you can't control something that is blown up. I don't think, unless people are able to do that now. But also, I also think that if you do have a height limit, it needs to be really high, because you don't want to be too constrictive. And then at which point, then what is it even there for in this example? So I don't know. I'm a bit conflicted. But what we're going to do, I'm going to put out a poll on our Discord server that's going to ask this question and try and get a bit more clarity from the players on what you would like to see happen. Because yeah, I think there's a few variables there that we need to kind of clear up. So yeah, if you want to take part in that, head over to our Discord server. I'm going to share a link to it right now. If you give me just 1 second. So if you want to join our Discord server, I'm going to share a link in chat now. So go join our server and head over to the polls. There's a whole polls channel. I will post that question in that channel after this. Whoops, didn't want to do that one. I wanted to do that one after this stream. John says, funny alternative, they just deflate at a certain height. Deflate, yeah, I think that could also work. They just sort of lose their buoyancy after a certain height. That could work. Cool. Super. Also, when is RAS Community Showcase? That is a good shout. Probably going to be next week, because I've only just come back from holiday and I've not had enough time to plan that and get that all sorted. But we will do that for sure. So hopefully next week. Super. Right. So the other cool new stuff that I wanted to show is another picture of... Now, I haven't got them loaded up, so I need to dig them out. Give me a second. So there's some new circuits and systems blocks that have been much requested. Ooh, I might also show this. I don't know if I'm allowed to, but I'm going to do it anyway. So firstly, I'm going to show you an image. It's going to be this image. So let me know what you think of this. So I'm going to make this a bit bigger and move it over here. Or maybe not so big. So this is... I needed to know what this is, actually. I forgot to ask. These are... hang on. I forgot to ask what these were, how these worked. Okay, these are dual wire junction. So these are two options that the team are currently working on. There are two options that you can see. The top one has a slightly different design than the bottom one. The bottom one are a bit more wires. Crossover wires, interlinking cables. That's exactly what they are. So let me just say what Rob mentioned. So this is what Rob, who is our artist, said about these. He said, seeing them both in game, I think the bar style works better. The bar style, I guess, being the top one. Finding colours that don't look like other wires are still distinct. Oh, let me try that again. Finding colours that don't look like other wires are still distinct prove difficult, but the main reticle research colours seem to work. Yeah, so there you go, crossover wires. But then they go on to say that actually in audio, a crossover splits the signal into different frequency ranges, so there might be some confusion. Hey, Animation City, welcome. I'm doing really well. Yeah, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. So let me know which one you prefer: top design or bottom design for a crossover. Again, I fully accept that you can't quite see what's going on in the picture. But just at a glance, which you prefer? I think we prefer the top one. John is saying the bottom one is better visually. Arc Bomb saying top. So we've got a bit of a mix. There's no right or wrong answer. It is just personal preference. So one goofy idiot says, yeah, top is their personal preference. Good. Okay, well that's helped. If you have any other ideas, let me know in chat. I can. I may do another. Actually, I could just do another poll for this one as well. I'll maybe do a poll for this one so we can get a bit more clarity on that. Good. Right. So there you go. So yeah, crossover wires. So you can do some. More circuitry and systems with those. That's good, isn't it? I'm going to take that off my screen and I'm going to add a new thing. Give me a sec. This is going to be the new... Give me 1 second, everybody. There we go. So I'm going to hit OK, and you're going to get a video. I'm going to have to muck around with it. Here we go. So this is the new fastener block. Boosh. Isn't it pretty? So when I say new fastener block... Oh, it's gone. Let me play it again. Let's replay it. Let's put it up here so you can see it a bit bigger. This is a new fastener block. So the art team have had a look at this, or had a pass at the. Let me try that again because I want to make sure I'm doing it justice. Let me get you there. John says it's basically TerraTech Velcro. That's exactly what it is. So yeah, high five all round for that. So the fastener block has had, and we call it an art pass. Just basically means an artist has had a go at it and made it look really, really good. Not that it didn't look good. I actually think it looked fine before. But as artists, as they like to be a bit, that's their job. So well done, artists. As for new stuff, I think that's it for now. I think those are just the main things I wanted to showcase. They're not in game yet. They're not in a Steam a build that I can show, or a version of the game that I can show. They're just in development screenshots that I can use for now. Yeah, cool. Right, there's that done. So if you want to take part in some polls, head over to our Discord server and we'll post some polls over the next few days. Any console news? Animation City, yes. So I did cover this at the start of the stream, but I'll just cover it off again now. the news is there is no news. We're still working towards getting a console update out and ready to go. Yeah, we just sort of, yeah, we're just crossing the T's and dotting the I's, as it were. Cool. Awesome. Okay, so I think that's pretty much all of the stuff that I wanted to show the start of the stream. Actually, that's not true. I can still show you some more stuff. One sec. Let me download some more bits. There's a couple more things that we can show. Again, these are all just images. They're not that exciting. I'd much prefer to show you some. I'd much prefer to show some actual in-game footage, but if all I've got is images, we're just going to have to go with that. But there you go. So I've already showed you this one. You've already seen that one. This is another angle of the balloon or the inflatable block. This, as you can see, is the Space Junker's propeller. It's a wing propeller, so it slots in between your wings and acts as a propeller. So it acts as a wing and a prop. I think it provides lift and boost or thrust. And then here, you can't quite see it very well, but these are the Space Junker's dual chain guns, or wing-mounted dual chain guns. Yeah. There you go. Wings with things in them. That's what I'm going to call them. They are wings with things. But again, it's sort of looking at that. Looks like Venture Pop. So yeah, good shout, one goofy idiot. We're kind of leaning into this whole thing that Space Junkers are the scrap kind of corp, and they take things from other corporations and sort of kit bash them together into their own sort of things. Yeah. So that's the vibe with them. That's it. That's what I wanted to showcase. So these won't be happening in the next update. In fact, they're probably a long way off from being actually added to the game. But yeah, keep an eye out. Any difference between the two? Between what a venture prop and I think the Space Junkers. What's it called? What do we call it? The wing prop. The Space Junker's wing prop. I think that is different in that it provides lift as well as thrust. That might be the main thing. Not quite sure on the specifics about how much thrust it provides or how much boot or lift it provides, but yeah, those are all things that are up in the air at the minute. But yeah, I think that's how it should work. So yeah, go check that out when we have more to show on that. Awesome. I think that's it for that part of the stream. Shall we move on to something more fun, like Blockle? Who wants to play Blockle? Anybody want to play Blockle? Tough. We're playing Blockle. If you don't want to play it, not my problem. That's not really fair, is it? So, we're just going to do it. We're going to play Blockle. Let's go. This is the world-famous game of Blockle that I made by myself. The aim of the game is to guess today's mystery block based on your previous guesses. So how we're going to do, I have a block already assigned. I've already picked a mystery block, and I know the block's name, I know the corporation, I know the grade, I know its rarity, and I know what category of block it is. And what I want you to do is to make a guess at any random block. You'll have to start randomly because that's the only way. How else are you going to start it? And based on if you get the category, the rarity, the grade, or the corporation correct, I will tell you if you've got that right or wrong. And then you get another guess. I've added more lives, so you now have 7 lives rather than 3 or 5. Yeah. The blue friend. So, okay, let's just kick it off. So the blue friend says Space Junkers screw track. That's the first guess that we're going to go with. Lichman, if I might have to come back to your guess, but I'll have a look. So the the Space Junkers screw track. So let's take a look at, where is it? It's not Space Junkers screw track. Space Junkers, and the screw track is screw track. Here we go. So let's take a look. So the screw track is grade 1. That is incorrect. You got the grade incorrect. So it is not a grade 1 block. The category is a wheel. It is not a wheel. The rarity, we have this as uncommon. It is not an uncommon block. And you have the corporation as Space Junkers. It is not a Space Junkers block. So I'll get that out of here. So wrong on all accounts on that one. So you've lost a life. But don't worry, you've got 6 lives left. Let's see if we can see the GSO 1 block, says Lichman. I mean, it's as good a guess as any. So let's just reset. GSO 1 block. GSO, it's this one. The GSO 1 block is a GSO block. It is not a GSO block. So let's get rid of that. Incorrect. The grade, also incorrect. It is not a grade 1 block. The rarity, it is not uncommon, but we already knew that. Oh, actually, I can get rid of this, can't I? It is not... Oh, sorry, it's not common, and it is not uncommon. Hey, I think we know the rarity of the block. It is not common, and it's not uncommon. So that means it has to be rare. But in this instance, you are wrong, so I'll put it down as wrong. And the category is standard blocks. It is not a standard block. So again, that is an incorrect guess. We move on. Hang on. So the grade 1. So we know it's not grade 1. We know it's not a grade 1 block. Let's have another guess, please. I'm seeing a few guesses now. Oh gosh, we're catching up. Arc Bomb says GSO. I'm going to ignore that because we know it's not a GSO cow catcher plow. That's a funny word. John says the Better Future pitch trim gyro. Let's take a look. Better Future pitch trim gyro. So the grade, sorry, the corporation, it is not a Better Future. Oh, hang on. I need to reset. Let's reset. Oh, yeah. You lost. No. Hang on, you got this wrong anyway. So I'll say that you've lost that life, but let's reset this. I pressed the wrong button, but it's fine. So it's not Better Future. That is incorrect. It is not... what did we say? It is not grade 3. That means it's not grade 1 or grade 2, so we know what grade it's going to be. But still incorrect. It is rare. We've got that far. It is a rare block, so we will say that is correct. And the category you have as accessory. It is not an accessory block. But we're getting there. We're getting there. If you want to play along, by the way, I don't know if I shared this in chat, but you head over to our Blockpedia on our website, which should help you with finding blocks if you're not in the game. Venture, so Tetros has come in with the Venture double minigun. You might struggle with this because okay, cool. Let's we haven't had a weapon guess. I thought we'd had a weapon guess already, but we haven't. So it's going to be Venture double minigun. Where's the double minigun? There's double autocannons, rapid fire cannons. Where's the double minigun? Wait, what? The Venture double minigun. That doesn't exist. Oh, do you mean the autocannons? I think you mean the autocannons. Thank you, John. Don't need to shout at me, though. Come on. Okay, fine. So the Venture dual autocannons. The corporation. Actually, let's reset. Corporation. Incorrect. It is not a Venture block. The... grade, it is not a grade 3 block. We knew it wasn't a grade 3 block, but nice try. Rarity is, we know what the rarity is, and the category is correct. So we know it's a weapon. You've got the correct, I'll just chuck this here just so we know that it's a weapon. That isn't the actual block. We just know that it's a weapon block. I hope that makes sense. So, Tetros, to answer your question, it's not grade 1 or grade 3. What grade could it be? It has to be grade 2. But you've lost a life, so let's knock a life off for you there. So you've got 3 guesses left. Does anybody want to hazard a guess? So we know. Let's just recap what we know. It is a weapon. It is rare in its rarity, and it is grade 3. I can actually just do grade 3. Let's just turn this on. Oh, that's new. I didn't know we'd done that. You can toggle the toggle with a toggle switch. That's new. Hey, you've just said some stuff. I hadn't realised that this is in unstable as well. Wow. We're all learning things today. All right, cool. So let's reset. So a rare weapon that's grade 3 that has to be Geocorp, Hawkeye, or Reticle Research. I think that's going to... Okay, so Arc Bomb has come for the Geocorp the Geocorp Mortar. No, it's not grade 3. What am I doing? Sorry. That's my bad. It's grade 2. It's grade 2. It's not grade 3. But we'll use that as an example anyway, because that's still going to give us some information. So the grade is incorrect, but that's fine. The corporation, you actually have the corporation correct. It is a Geocorp... Geocorp block. That needs to be bigger, doesn't it? Let's put a bigger one down. It's Geocorp. So we know the corporation, we know the grade, we know the rarity, and we know the category. But you did get it wrong. It wasn't that block. So I'm going to put that as wrong and an incorrect guess. So Arc Bomb, that was a good guess, but still no dice. I think this is we've whittled it down, so I think it has to be the final. So we're in here somewhere, or we're in this range. So does someone want to have a final guess? I think you'll get it with the final guess. One of Geocorp Jackhammer. Is there still those community core submissions? Yes, there are. Blimmin' X somnolence, yeah. If there is time at the end of the stream, which I think there will be, or after we've done Blockle, I'll dig out the community core submissions from literally a month ago. Let's go with Tetros. One of the Geocorp Jackhammers. Is that going to be our guess? Where are the Jackhammers? So the angle Jackhammer or the straight Jackhammer? I need a guess. So Geocorp gimbal. Okay, let's go with this one. John and Ark are saying the Geocorp gimbal mounted plasma cutter. Okay, so it is Geocorp. We know it's Geocorp. It is a weapon. We know it's a weapon. It is a rare block, and it is also grade 2. So, is it a Geocorp gimbal mounted plasma cutter? It is not the Geocorp gimbal mounted plasma cutter. So that leaves us, I think you've got one, this is your last guess. Chat, this is your last guess. Everybody in chat. Arc Bomb is saying it's the Geocorp nail gun. Are we agreed that it's a Geocorp nail gun? With the last guess of the game. Coming in clutch. Someone says, shut up about the GSO1 block. I'm going to get that on a t-shirt. And I'm going to sell it as merchandise, and I'm going to become a millionaire. It's just going to say, shut up about the GSO1 block. Now it's going to be the jackhammer. So let's just compare, shall we? So the jackhammers are uncommon. That's an uncommon jackhammer, so it can't be that. They're both uncommon, so it's not the jackhammers. I don't know why you're getting stuck up on the jackhammers. John saying, is the Venture 1 block? Shut up about 1 blocks! No, it's not the jackhammers. It can't be the jackhammers because they are uncommon, and we know it's a rare block. All right, I think the final guess is the Geocorp nail gun. I'll put you out of your misery. It is the Geocorp nail gun. Here it is. I had it hidden here the whole time. You did it. You won, Blockle. Woohoo. What can I do to... I don't know. Doesn't really matter, does it? Well done, chat. You did it. That is teamwork. That is teamwork. Good job. Right. Let's quit out of this. Let's restart the R&D labs. Oh dear. All thanks to me, says Somnolence. Somnolence, you are instrumental in that. Thank you for your participation. You should make TerraTech block plushies with Velcro attach points. I think we should do that. Bear with me. We've had a minor technical glitch. Why are you still here? Go away. Don't need that anymore. Let's just remove that. As fun as the coupler was, we don't need to see it anymore. Apologies for the minor. I'm playing on the unstable branch, and there's mods installed and stuff, and it all gets a bit funny if we have mods. So Matt, are you gonna ever show the traffic lights you challenged me to make? Yeah, I might do it now actually. Sure, I might just do it right now. If we run out of community core submissions, let me dig these out. Oh, I can't remember where we got up to with these. Sorry, chat. I'm just trying to figure out where we got up to. Does anybody... I think, yeah, we showcased the angry USS... Oh, did we do the aircraft carrier? I'm going to need to go into YouTube. 1 second, everybody. While the game's reloading, I need to go, do a bit of research. Let's go into our YouTube channel. Oh, it's not on here. Let's just search for it then. Payload Studios. Apparently, we're currently live on YouTube, according to YouTube. So that's good, isn't it? Well, actually, just while I'm here. Wow. Lo-Fi Beats has got 15,000 plays. I'm so proud of our Lo-Fi Beats video. That's so cool. Right. New stuff and community core with Matt. Let's take a look at how far we got to with community core. So the last one, I think, was... Shut up, me. Okay, was Crimson Came, which means we have TY. Okay, let's do this. Fine. We can do this now. Let's jump into the game. I'm going to load into a new R&D game. And the AI plane demo R&D game save. Oh, it's a game save. I don't need to load it then. Let's subscribe. So this is just a demo for a vanilla AI control plane computer made using R&D control blocks. I think you mean circuits and systems control blocks, TY. But let's take a look. So many things. AI planes. Let's load this. Mate, you still haven't showcased my sci-fi submission, my sci-fi challenge submission. I'm not. I think Tetris. There may have been a technical issue with that. Oh wow. So hang on. Before we get into this, I just need to recap what this is. In case of warning to modify or switch player text to altitude gauge going into a wireless transmitter on channel 1. So this is basically just a flying AI using circuits and systems. Stop landing on me. Oh, okay. I don't think this is how it's meant to work. But I appreciate the lift. Right, let's actually try and Okay, fine. I think the AI, I think it should be trying to follow me. I mean, this is really cool. This is really, really cool. It's literally following me. Clever AI that knows how to follow me. And I think if we come close to an enemy, it's gonna... Oh yeah, this is awesome. So effectively what you've made is TY. I know you're probably not watching, but what TY has made is a PID. I can't remember what PID stands for, but it basically means that your tech will follow you, but won't fly too high. Because AI in this game, I don't know if you know, isn't the smartest, and it doesn't know if it's been... It can't control its own altitude, which is a big problem with flying AI. But this thing's amazing. This is really cool. Yeah, I like that. I mean, not much more to showcase than that, but so we'll leave it there. But that's really cool. Okay, let's take a look at an R&D, a game save by the looks of it. Hopefully this is a creative game save, so let's quit out of this. And we can take a look at the Allen M10, or as they go by on Discord, also Allen M10. This is Allen M10, the angry... what do they call it? Oh, hang on. Is it Co-op Creative? The late showcase. So let's just load this. Now this might break. Tetra says, there can't be an error with my submission. It has 0 modded block, and I just loaded it fine. I'll take a look, Tetros. But I think, as far as I remember it being a bit buggy. Okay, fine. That's not meant to happen. I can say that with some confidence, that these pieces need to be together and not floating away. But I appreciate the trail of lanterns that it's leaving behind. Is a nice little... Not buggier than this. This is pretty buggy. It's a nice little breadcrumb trail to find the tail section of your ship. Maybe I will quit out and try and load this in R&D as separate sections. Let's try that. Front section, middle section, rear section. This is going to be tricky. Lichman, welcome to the stream. If you weren't already here. No, Lichman, I'm sure you were here. I'm getting confused. I shall sell it on eBay as slightly used. Right. Let's load her up. So, front section, let's chuck you down here. Lovely. Mid section. Let's pop you. By the way, these arrows, very useful. Trying to get you to slot together. Is there a better way that I can get these to slot together? Maybe if I control this bit and back her up. Oh, okay, yeah, that's way better. Oh, okay, nice. And then the final section is the tail section. Will you slot in there? No, you won't. Will you come back? Hang on. That's done that on its own. That's very clever. Now we're all set up. I'm going to hit X, and I hope that these detach. I should have fully charged. Hang on. Why is there a one-way wire just sticking out there? Let's give it some power. Set energy to 1. And then also, let's do power up instantly. Also, let's make use ourselves invincible as well. John says there are tracks for a reason, Matt. Yeah, tracks were useful. But also there were explosive bolts. And whenever I see explosive bolts, I just have to hit X. Right. I think... That's everything. So while that wakes itself up, can I lift myself up? No. Is it meant to just stay... Let's just have a look inside. We can spend hours mucking about trying to get this thing set up, but I'm sure there's some more shenanigans going on inside. So firstly, some very cool looking AI planes that use some sequenced explosive bolts. And then as we come into the hangar, we have a whole array of... Wait, what? How are these... Oh, I see. Hey, that's very clever. They've used the X-wing wings to look like they've been folded in. Alan M10 is very creative with very creative. Oh, that's how they're locking in together. That is very cool. So they're locking together using the articulating gates, using circuits and systems, using the sensors. They'll turn on and lock each other up. That's how it's all connected, but yet still... Oh, tell you what. I appreciate that. And then inside we have some loose blocks. This is so cool. Right, so I think if we come out of photo mode, that's a good point. Let's set ourselves to hover or helicopter. Can I give myself a bit of lift? I don't think there's... I mean, I know there's anti-grav, but I can't see any blocks that would give us lift. Or any hover bugs for that matter. So maybe this is just it. But as it stands, let's just see what happens when we hit X a couple of times. And the game crashes! Yay! Don't know what's going on with the game today, guys. It has airplane controls. Yeah, I probably should have set to airplane. Don't know what's going on with the game. I think we are in unstable, so that could be what's causing the issue. And there are mods installed. So through fear of maybe not breaking things, I think I might leave it there for the in-game stuff. Oh, John, let's just do that. Let's just do your traffic lights. Actually, no, let's restart the game first. Right, let me dig out some Discord. So now, next up, I'm going to showcase something they go by John. It's spelt DZHON on YouTube, and they have made a traffic light system, which I'm now going to show on the stream. Now, John thinks they're claiming that I challenged them to this. I don't remember specifically challenging, but then again, my memory is not good, so I could possibly have done this as a mini challenge just for John, but as they spent a lot of time building it, I'm going to showcase it now really quickly. And then, yeah, we'll see where we're up to. Text submission. So while that's loading, let me find official challenges. It was the sci-fi submissions. And then is this a tech? It's a tech. So let's just load a new game. It is a new game. So let's just throw it into R&D Labs. See what happens. Right, now, before I show anything, let me clarify that this, I'm just going to showcase it. Please don't be a backseat gamer and tell me exactly what I'm doing wrong or exactly how you would do it. John, I'm talking specifically to you about this, actually. I'm just going to have a go and just go with it, go with the flow. I don't need to be told how it's going to go. So the description of this text says, let me load it in and then we'll see how it goes. So the description was here. The description says, "Here is a traffic light with a little road as well." Oh, not to forget the tiny tractor I included. Will you be patient enough to run a red light? There's a camera there, and the black corp doesn't go on, and the black corp doesn't go easy on fines. So this is the traffic light system. I'm loving the aesthetics. So let's just hit X. Oopsie, that was way more aggressive than it needed to be. But I'm a lowly little tractor, just tootling along the road, and I come to the traffic lights, and then I come in the zone, and it goes from yellow or amber to red, back to amber, back to red, like all good traffic lights should do. Then do I wait? Go forward. Just wait down. Green, go. Woo! Very cool. Don't stay in the sensor. Okay, cool. Right. Well, now I know. Well, let's just give it a go. So right now, we're just tootling along the road. The sensor goes to red. Although the traffic light goes to red after I've gone over the sensor. And then after a minute or so, or after a moment, I get green and I go, woohoo! I love that this looks like a camera. That's really clever. So it stops for 10 seconds. Okay, nice. If I could offer a suggestion, this may be better as a beam, as a Somnolent says unrealistic. It doesn't stay on for 20 minutes. No, it doesn't stay on for 20 minutes, Somnolence. It's because we're not in a rush. If we were in a hurry, then the variable of n would be determined by how, if we were busier, n would be bigger and therefore equal longer wait times. That made sense. Yeah, I think maybe I'm being a bit pernickety, but yeah, that would maybe I don't know. Cool. Well, John, this is awesome. Really appreciate it. That's really good. Well done. Right, let's restart the R&D labs. Tetros, if you're still in chat, let me see if I can showcase your Garabili. Oh, I can't even pronounce it. But I am subscribed, so let's just load it in. Hopefully it'll work this time. Here we go. Now this was from Tetros's sci-fi submission. Garabalist. Oh, I can't say that word. Garablitacity. I'm going to Google that. Should I Google that? I'm Googling that word. If I get put on some sort of register because of this. Great. Google's asking me to sign in. Bear with me, everybody. Okay, and it's not called that. It's called... Again, still not a real word. Garab Ingus. I don't know. This is actually what it's called. I'm going to put it in chat because I can't pronounce it. I can't say that word out loud. That's what it's called. I don't know quite what the sci-fi inspiration is for this. I guess it's just generic sci-fi. Tetros, if you're still in chat, let us know what this is or what the inspiration is. But it's really cool. It does stuff and things. I'm going to read the description really quickly. The combat hovercraft, quite fast when you need to run away, which I imagine happens quite, at least it happens quite a lot to me because I get in big fights with big techs that I could never win, so I have to run away. Now this is awesome, Tetros. Thank you for your sci-fi tech submission. Somnolence is being really helpful once again. Somnolence. It's pronounced Gara Bilg. Yeah, no, still not helping. Still no helping. No, that's really cool. Right, what time have we got? 57. I think we've been streaming for 59 minutes. Can I end this on exactly an hour? I have 30 seconds to finish a stream if I want to end exactly on an hour. I'm going to try and do it. So, thank you so much to everybody for stopping by. Really appreciate you keeping me company. It's been another blinding stream today. Excuse me. Really like it. I would be a rubbish radio host. I'm terrible at keeping track. But anyway, we've got 8 seconds. So I'm going to leave it there. Tune in next week for more stuff and things. And look after yourselves. And until next time, see you later.